Hey, did you know that you can make your Xiaomi phone turn off on its own and then turn on again without you needing to remember to do that manually? Well, you can do that in the settings. In the settings, just go in there and then go to the search bar. In the search bar, you're just gonna type power and you're gonna go to turn power on and off. It's at the bottom, so we're gonna use that. Then here, you're just gonna switch it on and set the time that you want it to turn off on its own without you needing to do anything. So for this test, I'm gonna set it to 1925 so that it turns off at 1925 because it's right now 1924, and then I'm gonna make it turn on its own again at 1926, which is a minute later, just for the test. Alright, so let's set that and we're done. So now we've set the timer and we're just gonna wait around and wait for that 1 minute to lapse so that it would actually switch itself off after 1925. Now it might happen right on the clock, but it might also happen about a few seconds after the clock. So we're just waiting for 1925. I don't want to speed it up. I want you to see that it switches off on its own so that you can see you don't have to do anything. Now this can be very useful for preserving your battery. If you want your battery to have less charging time, where you charge it less times, then if you have it like say 4 or 5 hours a night, I switch mine off every night at around 1 a.m. or 12 a.m. and then it switches back on again at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. right before I wake up. So you can also do that. You can set the timer to switch off right before you go to sleep. See right there, it went off on its own because it's 1925, and then we're gonna need to wait another minute again. So as I was saying, you can set it to go off after you've fallen asleep, maybe if you don't want to switch it off yourself or have to remember to switch it off yourself, and then later on make it switch on right before you wake up so that you don't have to switch it on yourself. Or if you maybe have an alarm that's gonna go off, or when you wake up or the alarm is supposed to wake you up, the phone will switch itself on, then you don't need to not have your alarm work. So it's taking a little bit of time because it's a whole 1 minute that we're waiting for, but I want you to see it in real time that this actually works, and it's very useful to use this when you are a person that have a lot to do, but you want to also make sure that you keep your phone's battery life going as long as it possibly can. Remember, phones have like about 500 cycles, and then the battery lifespan starts to degrade from then on over a period of time. So the more time you charge your phone, the less healthy it's gonna become. Well, it's lithium ion, so that's how it is. So should be any time around now, but the 1 minute has actually taken very long. But at 1926 it's supposed to switch on its own. I'm just gonna scroll around here. The phone is still off right now. Alright, this is the longest minute I've ever spent, by the way. But right about now, I think it's anytime now it's gonna switch on. And yeah, you can make use of this. Just put it in your settings. There you go, it switches on its own, and you can see that the feature is working perfectly fine. This is on any Xiaomi with MIUI, so this is a really cool feature to have, and I hope you learned how to use this, and I hope this becomes useful to you. And let me know in the comments down below if you actually ended up using this on a daily basis. Alright, till next time, peace.